when your friend was over that night, that was Saturday night, right?
Yeah.
It was Saturday night. So your friend was over on Saturday night. I was sitting in my room doing a whole lot of. If it's your first time listening to the show, I live with Zach, and we have another third roommate as well. But Zach and I live together, so I knew you had a friend over. I was upstairs watching the Titans game that ended, and I was just kind of hanging out in my room, living the exciting life of a 30-year-old single man, which is just sitting on my laptop
on a Saturday
at 12:30 at night on a Saturday. So I'm just kind of doing my thing. And then when I get bored, I do a lot of right swiping and left swiping on the Bumble and Tinder because it kind of entertains me. You know, it's just something to do. It makes me feel wanted.
It's a game.
Makes me feel wanted if I get a match. It's like, oh, these guys think I'm not ugly. So we're doing that. Or I'm doing that. I say we. I'm sitting there by myself on a Saturday night doing this, completely sober, having no alcohol has been in my body at all, period. And I matched with a girl, and we're talking, and she mentions doing going to a strip club. Mm-hmm. She's in town for a weekend. She's not local here, and she's out living her life doing what she's wanting. I was like, oh, that's cool and all, but I'm dead sober. Like, I haven't done anything. I haven't been drinking. I was not planning on going anywhere, much less a strip club. I feel like you got to be in the right mindset to go to a strip club. You can't just
I would assume.
You can't just be like,
I have never been in that mindset.
You're never driving to Chick-fil-A and you're like, you know what? Let's just go to a strip club instead. That never happens.
Quick sidetrack. Jim, you want to go hit up the strip club real quick?
You get people in the car because they think you're on Chick-fil-A, and then you pull into Deja Vu, the local strip club, and they're like, well, this is a turn I did not expect.
Why not bring Chick-fil-A to the strip club?
I don't think you can bring food in a strip club.
What if you brought it for some of the? I mean, who doesn't cave for those?
If you grease the hands of the staff, yeah. I mean, there is a door girl who charges you to, like, when you get in, you have to pay her to get in. So if you said, hey, here's I take that back because it's gonna smell. The entire place is gonna smell like fast food there, and I think someone's gonna get upset. You're gonna have like too many.
I flirted with one of those girls one time. She was very flirty with me because she could tell I was sober. I was working and bringing drunk boys.
You're bringing there.
Yeah, and I'm filling out a W-4 for them because they pay you for bringing people in.
Yeah,
and she was very forward.
Nice.
Like, oh. Hi.
It was probably refreshing to her to deal with someone who was sober and not being an asshole.
Exactly. That's pretty much all I chalked it up to.
Yeah,
and I never went back.
So we're sitting back to the store. We're sitting here and I'm doing this. I'm actually working on my laptop. That's how boring my life. I'm working for my job on my laptop, catching up on emails. And she said, "Well, you to come do this?" And I was like, "No, I'm not. I don't want to come out to a strip club. I don't want to do this. It's been a while." And we kind of been joking about things like that, but I didn't think it was like a real thing. And so we got quiet for a second, and then at 1:20 in the morning on a Saturday night, I'm surprised that made me still awake. 1:20 in the morning, she said, "So shots and strippers?" ? And I didn't respond because at this point I just calling my bluff. I don't want to be a little bitch, so I'm just like, okay, I'm just not going to respond for a second. And so then she said, This line got me. Just before I even say the line, I want you to know this line really, really, really got me.
It got to him enough that he let me know this line.
Yeah, I immediately screenshot it and sent it to you, knowing you had a friend over, then watching TV and enjoying your night. We're not going to read it or respond to me at 1:30 in the morning, but it got to me so hard. She said, and I quote, I'm looking at the message right now, "I thought you had some web radio thing about the craziness of 20 and 30-somethings lives. How are you meant to talk about it if you don't do it?" What a dagger.
Shots fired.
What a dagger.
Yeah.
At 1:20 in the morning, you're going to sit there and tell me, and I'm stone cold sober. You've been drinking all night. You're on vacation. Mm-hmm. You're living the life, and that's great. You should be doing that. I'm not judging you for doing that. I'm sitting at home because I live here doing nothing.
And it was the exact shot in the arm that you needed.
Oh, I couldn't put my pants on fast enough. Like, it was. I'm surprised.
You're damn right I am.
I'm surprised that I even took the time to put on pants and to just walk out, because that's it. That's all it took. And I think she's not an idiot. She had to have known that was the line that was probably going to work, but it worked.
Yeah,
so quickly. And I came downstairs. We have this thing of scotch that I've never drank any of our scotch before. We have a thing of scotch, and I just took 3 big shots of scotch.
Yeah,
way too much.
It's not a scotch that you shoot.
No, it wasn't. It was an intense, and I was sitting by myself because I came downstairs. You're upstairs. I'm downstairs getting ready to leave. My car is warming up. It's 1:30 in the morning, and I just realized I'm going to meet someone whom I don't know and take her to a strip club that I don't really want to go to because I'm sober. That I know is going to cost me quite a bit of money. But so I take these 3 shots, and I'm doing this. 2 thoughts cross my mind. One, what if she's just messing with me? And
because we have had that situation happen to us, unfortunately, before.
Yeah. She's messing with. She's like her friends are like, I bet you can't get this stranger to drive to some random hotel to pick up you to take you to a strip club at 1:30 in the morning who hasn't been drinking. And it's not even where she's staying. Like she's probably at a friend's house, and she just mentioned the La Quinta Inn. And so
shout out to La Quinta.
La Quinta. We'll take any sponsors we can get.
We are sponsored by La Quinta, aren't we? No,
we are not. It's actually the DoubleTree, so it's really weird now. Yeah,
shit, we're gonna lose that.
Yeah, go down to one tree. I was thinking that. I was thinking that shots. I was like, okay, well, what if she's messing with me? Because like that's kind of unfortunate. Because then I'm gonna be those 3 shots of scotch. I felt pretty good, almost not immediately, but within a few minutes, it's like, oh, okay. Because I also hadn't ate since my Chinese food earlier, so I was pretty empty belly. So that, and then the second thing was like, this is what my life is now because of the show. People are like literally using it kind of against me, but for me at the same time.
I might find myself going out more than I would. I'm a hermit, man, but I'm like, I mean, you should probably go out and see some of the world that's happening in front of you instead of behind a computer screen.
It is for the show.
Yeah, it's all for the show.
I would be lying. Now, we joked last week that Seth, that's I'm talking in third person, that I said that I would do things for the show. Like, okay, well, I'm going to go on this date with this Australian for the show, or blah, blah, blah. This one legit was for the show. Like, because I mean, nothing. The night was fun, and the girl was awesome. It was a great time, and it was truly a unique experience. And I think she wanted a fun, unique experience as well too, where like it was just a crazy off the wall thing, and that's fun. And it was good. But beside that, like this is for the show. This is a good story for this was the show. Like, hey man, you got to man up and do it. You got to live these lives. But that line, I mean, she swung for the fences, came in with a haymaker, and just said.
Now everyone knows though that that's all it takes for you.
Ugh. Yeah, that's true. If someone uses
we exploited all of Nikki and Sammy's our guests on Wednesdays, like how to win them over, and so now we have to make it a little more apparent for you as well. Like, you want to win Seth over? Shoot him a text at 1:20 in the morning.
Man, if
calling him out,
if someone does that to me in the next couple of weeks, then I'm gonna know that they've listened to the show and used that line.
That's flattering, right?
Yeah, it's flattering that they listened and they cared enough. That's also not cool. They're using that against me because you're right. That line is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt me doing it. And she had never listened to the show, so she didn't know anything even about the show.
If someone says smoking guacamole to me, I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, let's do it.
I had someone the same night, and since we're just talking about things for the show, the same night I matched with somebody on Bumble. And her opening line was, "Hey, do you want to come get high with me?" And it was about 12:45. It was just before this happened to the other girl, and for a split second, I was like, And then I thought, no, this is too like weird and crazy. Like, because I don't know, this was random show up her house, and like it just seems like it could be like a setup. And I get there, and there's like 9 different people, and it's weird and it's awkward or whatever.
It's meth. It's not weed.
Yeah, I guess I'd never clarified exactly what she's like. I assumed it was. Yeah, okay, that's how you get over your head. That's how shit gets weird when you show up thinking
you pull up and they pull out a broken spoon and you're like, oh my God. Shit.
Yeah, she starts tying off around her arm to get the vein popping out, and I'm like, man, I just brought my little bowl. Like, I don't know what we were gonna do. I don't think I know what I'm doing. Why do we need a needle to smoke weed? I am so confused. This must be some really strong weed. I backed out of that one though, because it was the same thing on the show. I was like, all right, well, this will be crazy and fun, especially because I don't smoke very often. It'll be a fun story for Zach to hear about.
That's more my kind of night instead of going to the strip club.
Which is why I thought me going would be entertaining if I went, because you'd be like, wow, you really took a page out of my book.
Basically, what you're saying is there should be a night where I go to the strip club and you just go to a stranger's and smoke.
Oh, I think we would be equally uncomfortable on both of those.
I'd be frustrated with how much money I'm spending and the fact that it's like, what's the point of any of this? And you'd be sitting there going, why are you talking to me? I don't want to talk.
I'm thinking, who are you? Please leave me alone. Please stop talking to me. And who's this other person that's sitting in the room with us that's just staring at me as well? Like, what's happening here?
Oh, it's Jim.
Yeah. Well, I don't know Jim, and Jim has done a lot of cocaine since we've been sitting here.